3 people in here. What's good? I don't know if y'all commenting or not, but all right, there you go. What's good? Terry Harris. Peter, what's good? Well, I'm really not expecting too many people to jump on because I know people are probably at church or at dinner. How I trade, um, it just depends, man. Usually when you want to trade, you don't really want to trade any of your good stuff. You want to try to trade somebody who's looking to trade something good and not really care about what they get back in return as far as like the quality. So let's say for instance, somebody may have like a Tom Ford fragrance that they want to get rid of, and they got it posted, fairly cheap, maybe 40, 50 bucks. Then whatever you have in your collection that can possibly equal up to that price in cheap fees, you bundle a bunch of that stuff together and then you present it to them. And if it's enticing to them, most of the time they accept it, but sometimes they won't because people know the worth of certain boards, yours, stuff like that. So, or somebody will be willing to trade you a good TV for a couple of mediocre TVs. You have to decide what it is you're looking for, though, and stick true to your guns. But I've made a few good trades in the past. Sometimes they pan out, sometimes they don't. But you just have to know exactly what it is you're looking for and how you're willing to get it. That's about it, man. I got a few people wanting to trade me some things now. Sometimes the trades don't come through. Sometimes you may have to just pay for it, but I look for the best deals I can find as far as centralized sessions. Yeah, man, I'm gotta get some gas first. I'm about to hop on the road, man. Handicap Visions. What's good? I'm about to hop on the road real quick and go to Waycross, Georgia, which is not too far from here, where I live. There's a TJ Maxx and a Ross there that I visited a few times. I'm gonna hit them up today because I haven't been there in a while. I was trying to wash clothes, but all the washers and dryers are full, so I'm gonna have to do that later. Yeah, it's kind of difficult, man, if you don't have social media. It is. Um, you probably be able to contact people and reach out through email or something like that, or if they're willing to give you their phone number to call or text or something like that. But definitely, if you don't have social media, man, it's going to be difficult. And most of the time, I find deals. Um, it's through Facebook, like a Facebook group, or somebody on Facebook is selling or wanting to trade something, or somebody will hit me in the comment section of one of my YouTube videos if they want to trade me something, or like I got somebody right now who wants my Jay Z Gold, and I'm quite fond of Jay Z Gold because it has like a blueberry note in it, and it's a little different than most fragrances. Yeah, it's a little synthetic, yeah, it's a little generic or whatever, but it smells great to me. And somebody wants it, but they're willing to pay for that. I have something else that somebody else wants. I think it's the Guerlain DDR cologne. I have an extra 50 ml one of those, and somebody wants it, and they're willing to trade me. I forgot what the fragrance was, but they want to trade me a fragrance and give me some cash. So sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. The deal may be enticing, sometimes it's not, but you know. Yeah, but I'm about to. How far is Tampa? How far are you from Tampa? Let's see. It's probably quite a distance, man. From I know from here to Miami, I think that's like I want to say about 8 hours, if I'm not mistaken. I've driven there once to go on a cruise, so I think it was like 8 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure about from here to Tampa. I'll have to look it up. Damn, man, I'm on the wrong side. This side. What's happening, big man? What's good? I'm about to be on the road, man. I'm about to jump on the road. I'm not going too far. Um, I don't know. It's probably like what 30, 35 minutes from where I am to get to Waycross, Georgia. So I'm gonna hit up a TJ Maxx and a Ross there and see if they have anything. When you gonna put some burn on that creed you found? I don't know, man. It's kind of hard right now. I mean, I could probably wear it to my second job. My day job. There's a lady in the front office that has allergies and stuff, and I wore something one day, and she didn't take too kind to it. She told the supervisor to tell me to stay out of the office because it was bothering her, whatever I was wearing. So, um, whatever the case may be, uh, I might give it some wear at my night job. I actually probably could have wore it today, but I put on something else today. I have on a cheapie, Nautica Blue Cell, and I actually found this yesterday. Um, I'm really not a huge fan of Nautica. I've had Nautica back when I was in middle and high school. Um, the original Nautica. All the flankers I wasn't fond of. I do like Nautica Voyage. I like that. Safe travels, bro. For sure. I do like that. I smelled this one because it was open. Somebody actually opened it in TJ Maxx, and it was sitting on the shelf. And I just sprayed a little bit on the back side of my hand, and I like this scent. It smells fantastic to me for a cheapie. So uh, I'm gonna give this some wearing today. The only two actual bottles I have from Creed is I have the one I found, the Royal Water. Those are the two. I have a lot of different decants of fragrances that people, Creed fragrances that people sent me, but I live in Brunswick, Georgia. Yeah, yeah, local travel. And Waycross is like, I think like 30, 35 minutes from here. So I'm not going long distance today. I really don't know that I need to get paid, so I don't need to spend too much money. So I'm cool if not. At least I did get out the house today. That's all that matters to me. Getting out and stretching my legs. The next Atlanta trip, spend the day. Yeah, I mean, I hit quite a few when I was there the last time. I think I went to like 3 or 4 TJ Maxx's. I hit like 2 Marshalls, 2 or 3 Marshalls. I hit a couple of Burlingtons. Um, I didn't really find too much. I found a few things, but it wasn't, to me, the trip wasn't really worth it. Only in stat, just being able to get out and see other people and do stuff. To see a lot of sexy women, although most of them were with other women and like together. So, and I did have a couple of partners that I went to school with that I could have went and visit. But this trip was just solely for me to see if I could find anything or not. And I found a few things. I was expecting really to find a better selection of stuff being in a bigger city, but that wasn't really the case.
Let's see. Mass Man Reviews. What's good? How's everybody doing, Keith? What are your thoughts in regards to bills for fragrances? If you can find anything in bills, fragrance wise, then it's a plus. I actually found one yesterday in bills, and I'm not gonna say what it is right now. Well, actually, I can, because I did a video last night showing you guys what I found. So if you haven't checked out that video, check it out. I found an Enrique Iglesias fragrance. I think it was called Adrenaline. And excuse me, I think Ashton from Gent Sense was the one who talked about that fragrance, and I saw his video. This was an old video, and he thought it was pretty decent for a cheapie. So I saw it was like $5 and some change, $5.99 or something like that, and I picked that up. When I first started my fragrance journey, and I stopped at a Bell's in Savannah, Georgia. I think it's off of Pembroke. And I actually found a Tom Ford fragrance in there, but at that particular point in time, I didn't know exactly what I was looking at. And I think it was just the regular Tom Ford for men. And I regret not picking it up when I saw it. And it was like $50. So sometimes you can find Baltimore Big Man. What's good, homie? What's good? Sometimes Bell's does have things. The recent few Bells I've been to, they really haven't had anything worth picking up. And some of them don't have fragrances at all on the shelves. They just got deodorant and like body spray and stuff. So check out your local Bells if you get a chance to, and just stop by real quick and see what they got. Make sure you don't pass by the register. They usually have a shelf when you first walk in. There's a shelf along the edge of the register. They have fragrances sitting right there at the front also. Plan a trip for fragrances and strippers. Let's see. What up, bro? About to go see Ross now. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm on my way to Waycross, Georgia, to check out a TJ Maxx and a Ross myself to see what they have. I just felt like getting out of the house. Like I said, I was trying to wash clothes, and all the washers and dryers are full right now, so I didn't want to just be sitting around the house not doing anything. So I just want to take a little 30-35 minute trip to Waycross and see what's up. I wanted to go to Jacksonville, Florida again today, but I don't feel like that drive. Mug is the best. I'm not specific when it comes to soft drinks and stuff like that, or pop or soda or whatever you want to call it. I had an A&W root beer in the bottle at my other job the other day, and that's pretty good. I like those too. But I'm not picky when it comes to sodas. Hell, I'll drink a diet soda as long as it's cold. I don't care. John Lopez laughing my ass off. Did you hear about the UFC fight last night? No, I haven't been watching too much of anything. The last thing I watched sports related was, I think, the Boston Celtics and Miami Heat the other night. I watched a little bit of that, but I don't know, man. This whole COVID thing has everything jacked up, man. Like, I'm used to the crowds being there and, you know, hyping the game up and the players, and it's just so different now, man. Daniel, what's up? Anyone owns Oud Touch by Frank Olivier? I had one fragrance by Frank Olivier and I liked it, but I didn't keep it. Is it true that Manny gonna fight Conor? I couldn't tell you. Somebody else might know, man. I don't keep up with all that stuff. I'm not a huge boxing fan like I used to be. Last time I think I watched some boxing was when Mike Tyson was still boxing. Now, there's been a few people after Mike Tyson that I've watched, but I'm not a huge boxing fan. I'm not a huge UFC fan anymore. I don't even watch wrestling like I used to, man. It's so watered down and cheesy now for some reason. And, you know, I know things happen. People get older. All of my favorite wrestlers back in the day are gone, bro. What you think about Oud for Greatness? I do own that fragrance, and I think it is legit fire. Excuse me. Now, the one discrepancy that a lot of people have with that fragrance, it says Oud for Greatness, but it's been said that there is little to, if any, oud in that fragrance at all. And I get the same vibe. I don't really get oud. It's a nice smelling, semi-sweet kind of fragrance. You can tell that it's of high quality. Sahawa. If I can get my hands, and I've said this to a few people before, if I can get my hands on some decant bottles, I wouldn't mind shipping out a few. I couldn't tell you price wise right now what it would be. It wouldn't be expensive though. What do you think about? I don't know, man. I have that fragrance. I don't know what formulation it is. I'm not big on formulation, reformulation, and all that stuff. I just know if it smells good or if it don't smell good. A lot of fragrances that I usually get no more than 5-6 hours out of anything. Fragrances that give me great longevity. So I don't get into all of that. when it comes to batch talk and variations and reformulation. And I don't even get into all that because I don't know. A lot of stuff I'm actually just now smelling in my fragrance journey, and a lot of stuff I haven't dealt with back in the past, like in high school. So let's see. For wrestling, AEW. And recently, being that I work so much, man, I got 3 jobs now, bro. And I don't have time to do anything, watch TV or none of that. I turn the TV on when I get home at night, and within the first maybe 3 minutes, I'm asleep. So I don't know. Have you smelled the new Abercrombie and Fitch? Yes, I do. I have, I should say. I got it. I had already heard the rumors that it smells like a specific fragrance. And when I got it, because sometimes you can't take everybody's word for something. You have to experience it for yourself. And being that it was inexpensive, I bought it. And it smells like Invictus to me. And that's what kind of disappointed me. Abercrombie and Fitch had a great opportunity to do something good with that fragrance or something great with that fragrance, and it just ended up being just another average, you know, clone, you might as well say, of something else. And that's what kind of disappoints me. Me, Trey, and Sam talk about this all the time. It's so disappointing that nobody wants to be creative with fragrances anymore. They just want to copy what's popping at the moment, make money off of it, and then not even care about, you know, long term. And it's frustrating when we go to stores and we see something new. Like when we first saw First Instinct together, everybody's running out buying it because, oh, it's new. It's Abercrombie and Fitch. It's new. And when you get it, it smells like everything else. Let's see. Yeah, it's been at discounters for a while now. Let's see. 2016 bottle standard. Supposed to be the same. Okay. My wife bought me Oud Wood. Yeah, I like Oud Wood. That's a great fragrance. Facts. We need more creativity. Yes, we do. It sucks, man, that we go to these stores and you pick up all these fragrances that you've never seen before, and every last one of them either smells like something you already have or you have had, or if you buy 5, 2 out of the 5 are probably going to smell the same as what you just picked up. So what do you think about Lidge? I have never smelled that fragrance. Oddly enough, believe it or not, there are a lot of fragrances that I have not smelled or have gotten my nose on. So I can't speak on it. I haven't smelled it. At least I don't believe. I got a shit ton of decants at the house, man, that I haven't even went. What's the best coffee frag? That's another question that I really can't answer because I haven't smelled a lot of fragrances with coffee in them. I know Happy Land Studio has, I think, Home for the Holidays, which is a good one. It has coffee in it, or a coffee note in it. That's really good. They had another one, I can't remember the name of it, but I really didn't care much for that one. I believe Polo Red Extreme may have a coffee note in it, if I'm not mistaken. But I haven't smelled a whole lot of fragrances with coffee in them. I just haven't. Somebody sent me a decant of it. I like it because I like sweet fragrances, but I will say, hands down, Halloween Man Shot is my favorite from that company. So yes, I have smelled Halloween X. I can't pinpoint if it smells like anything else or not right now because I haven't smelled it in a while. But I don't know. But it is pretty good though. 24 Gold Dark. Smells like Lidge, but better in my opinion. Black Phantom. I like Black Phantom. It's expensive. I have a decant of it. I think Sensual Obsessions has a formulation of Black Phantom. I can't remember the name of it. It's black something, but it's pretty good too. I like that, but I don't know how a lot of y'all feel about clone houses. That's debatable. When you bring up clone houses, people tend to get in their feelings. Um, some people don't like buying clones because they stuck on, buying originals. I don't always have to have the original. If I can get a clone that smells as close as possible to it, I'm all for it, man. Especially, the money that's involved in it. What you gonna spend for Black Phantom? What, 2 something, 3 something, versus paying what, 20, 25, $30 for it from a clone house? It's a no-brainer for me. Got any autumn fragrances in mind? You need to check out my video I just did. There's a lot of options on there. Do you buy Dua? Dua is a great house. I have a few from Dua. That's also something that's debatable with a lot of people because they think that because you're going to spend what, $60, $65 for a Dua, and it's only what, like a 30 ml bottle, which some people don't see it. But I think the quality itself and the performance on Dua fragrances is worth the price. So that's just my personal opinion on it. But yeah, James, just check out my latest top 10 fall fragrance list. I got 10, well, actually 11. I did an honorable mention, but there are 11 fragrances on there that you can choose from. I have more, but I just didn't put them on there. Somebody told me I need to do a cheapie list, so Dior Homme Intense dupe from Dua. Yeah, I don't have that one. I actually own Dior Homme Intense, the actual one. So, what is this? You've been on these past few weeks trying to keep up with Sam Broom. I'm not really trying to keep up with anybody. I do my own thing, man. I try not to be like everybody else. I try not to do the same type list like everybody else. And I know you're probably not meaning it like that, but I do my own thing, man. I'm not concerned with what everybody else got going on. It probably looks like that, but oh yeah, that's why I said I know you probably didn't mean it like that. I was just saying I do my own thing, man. I try to anyway. I try not to be like everybody else. Cause with me and Fragcom, and I'm not trying to sound salty or shady or nothing like that, but all of these lists that people be doing, these top 10 lists, and I'm not a big fan of a lot of top 10 lists. A lot of these lists you see, they have the same fragrances in them. The same Dior Sauvage, they got Bleu de Chanel, they got, Aventus in there, and all. Like, everybody's list seems the same. Do something different. I noticed when you were showing your collection, I didn't see any. Yeah, you're probably not gonna see any because they are kind of expensive, and the only way I'll have some Parfums de Marly in my collection is through a decant at a good deal somewhere. And lately I've been looking online. I can't spend that kind of money, man. I just can't do it. I would love to have some Parfums de Marly in my collection, bottle wise, but Not at those prices. My scent of the day, I showed it one time. Nautica Blue Cell, a cheapie, my Mr. Cheap Sense days. I got this yesterday in a little bit of a haul. I went to Waycross. I went to Hinesville, the Fort Stewart area, and picked up a few things. And that video was posted if you haven't seen it. And this is one of the ones I picked up. I don't believe I've ever smelled this one. I smelled Nautica Voyage because I have that. The original Nautica, I have that one. I had it back in the days, and I have a small bottle of it still. But this is Nautica Blue Cell, and I have never smelled this one. And I sprayed it on my hand yesterday in the store, and I was like, okay, cool. So that's what I'm, oh shit. That's what I'm wearing today. Fragrance to buy list for fall. Yeah, I have Ego East. Actually, Ego East was gifted to me by another reviewer, which was awesome, man. That video is posted also. That's what's up. Eccentric 04 Bulgari version. But I have the original Men in Black, and I love that fragrance. That was in my fall list also. Have you smelled Happy Land Studio? No, I have not smelled Paisley Sky. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I only got, I think, 5 from him when he first started sending out bottles to reviewers and stuff like that. And 3 of those ones that he sent me, I love. The other 2, I think I either sold or like just gave to somebody. But yeah, I would love to smell Paisley Sky, but I just don't have it. Baltimore Big Man, I like that one. Have you checked out Kingdom Fragrances? Yes, Fragrance Fanatic Steve, man. That's my dude. You know, any trade groups? Not offhand. I'm subscribed to a few on Facebook, but I rarely frequent them things, man, because they be having some ridiculous trades sometimes going on. And a lot of stuff that they be wanting to trade for, I own some of them. I'm just not willing to get rid of them right now. I'm rocking One at Night. Yeah, that's Wanted by Night by Azzaro. That's the one somebody want to trade me for one of my fragrances. So I think it's for the Galan that I have, the Ideal Cologne. So I may do that trade because I own the 100 ml bottle of the Ideal, so I don't really need the other one. I was just holding on to it. Best projecting frag. Not a lot of fragrances project well off of me anyway. Well, I take that back. Longevity. I don't get great longevity. I get great projection. Club de Nuit Intense, man, gives me great projection. Dior Homme Intense projection, which is I think a clone of Valentino Uomo Intense. Valentino Uomo Intense gives me great projection. All the Dua fragrances that I own and Alexandria gives me great projection. It's a lot of stuff out there that projects great, man. I want to try Mr. Smelly's new fragrance. I actually have a decant of it, and it actually came from Fragrance Fanatic Steve. There was a big issue between me and Mr. Smelly. I reached out to him for a sample, not a bottle, a sample of his fragrance. And this whole big thing came out of it. It was an issue. And Fragrance Fanatic Steve actually bought it. And he actually sent me a decant of it. I wore it. And I must say, despite what I think or feel about Mr. Smelly, his fragrance is legit. It's very good. I'll say that. It is like a kind of barbershop-y fougere type fragrance. So if you're not into fougères, then you might want to stay away from it. It kind of reminds me I'm not saying that it smells like it, but it's in the same vein as like that Lalique Pour Homme, the one with the horse head on it. I mean, the lion head on it. It's in that kind of ballpark. So I like it though. I found 212 Sexy Man at Ross. I've owned quite a few of those fragrances, and I think it's the VIP Black is the one that somebody sent me a sample of recently, and I smell that, man. That thing is fire. It's legit. Now the other ones, the one in the silver bottle, I'm not sure which one that was. I had that one. It smells good, but it has a synthetic kind of vibe to it. So it's kind of weird. What do you have for sale? What I have for sale, I can't tell you offhand, but I don't have anything like Dior or nothing like that for sale that I might be willing to get rid of. But I'm not in front of my collection right now, so I can't say. What are my thoughts on Mr. Smelly then? That's something I care not to get into. I just know that his fragrance is very good, and I can't say nothing bad about his fragrance. That's about all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not into all that beefing and internet drama and all that shit like I was when I first got started. I got sucked into it, and I refuse to go back down that road again. It's not worth it. Nothing is gained from it. So it is what it is. Pine Rocks, what's good? I just watched one of your videos, man, but while I was ironing my clothes. Which one was it? I watched the one you were tagged by John Castro, Original Dog Man. Something about the bottles or something. And then I watched one before that one. It was a fragrance you was reviewing, and they sent you another sample of it. I can't remember the name of it. It's some weird name, but if y'all haven't checked out Pine Rocks, check out Pine Rocks. I did feature his channel on one of my videos recently. Fairly new. He has some great content. Check him out. Let's see. Do you have Ferragamo Uomo? Yes, I do. I own quite a few Ferragamos from that line. All of them are good. The original Ferragamo Uomo, for some people, they don't like because it's like super sweet. It's super syrupy. I like super sweet fragrances, so best fragrance to go with an all black outfit. If you own it, Black Phantom would work. Ferragamo F Black would work. Mancera Black Gold would work. What else? Perry Ellis 360 Black would work. There's a lot of stuff out. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good mindset at the Fragrant Light. Props to you. Yeah, you live and you learn, man. And I've learned. Some battles are not meant to be fought. It's not worth it. I'm a peon when it comes to FragCom. I'm like this big in FragCom, and me trying to throw, I'm gonna steal a line from what's his name? From URL, one of the rappers. He said something about throwing rocks at the sun or something shit like that. Whatever, man. Yeah, it's just not worth getting into. I said what I said at the time, and I hold true to my guns. I don't back down from nobody, but it's not worth it anymore. I'm a little bit too mature. I done grew out of that, man. I don't really care about all that drama that people be having going on. There are people who like to try to jump in your comment section and stir up shit. I overlook it. or I'll delete the comment altogether. It don't really matter to me anymore. I don't care. Those people aren't lining my pockets with anything. They don't line my pocket. Kind of weird that Fragcom as a whole is supposed to be a community, or so that's what was said when I first jumped into Fragcom. I'm not the one who started saying that. This has been said for a long time that Fragcom is supposed to be a community and everybody should work together. But then you have people who will tell you to your face or message you and tell you, hey, you know, at the moment, we're not sending out this, we're not sending out that, or no, we don't do samples, we don't bottles. But then you go to another reviewer's channel and they're holding up a bottle and this reviewer is brand new. So how are they privileged to get a bottle or a decant of your fragrance, but I'm not? It was just weird to me, man. And it's a lot of politics in Fragcom. And like I say, me, Trey Sense, and Sam Broom, we sit around and we talk a lot about, Fragcom and life stuff and, whatever the case may be. It's a lot of favoritism in Fragcom. If you're not one of them top tier guys, you don't really get no love. And I think that even though some of us like me, I only got 3,000 subs, out of my 3,000 subs, you still can get some sales if I represent your fragrance or, whatever. People are going to listen to me. My subs anyway. Some of my diehard subs, if I say right now that there's a fragrance out and I think you should go get it, out of 10 of them people, most times all 10 of them probably will go out and get it. So I don't see where there's a discrepancy with, somebody sending you a sample of something versus, it's just weird to me, but whatever. People said I was being hateful and jealous and all this kind of stuff when I said what I said, but it's facts. It's all facts. Do you like classic Polo Green? I have never smelled that fragrance a day in my life. Can you recommend a very good lavender pour on? One fragrance for all your lavender needs. Go get it. Any collaboration in the future, like an outside setting? Yes. I have talked to Trey and Sam, and I would very much like to take a trip, especially to Alabama, because that's where I'm from. I was born and raised in Alabama. That's where Trey is. And I would love to go to Alabama and meet up with Trey and maybe even do a fragrance road trip. Like go to a couple of stores, cut some videos or whatever. From Scent Nation, I wouldn't mind catching up with him. There's a lot of reviewers out there that I would love to run into. I actually want to start meeting some of my subs also, because every time I went to Atlanta, and after that video, I had like maybe 3 or 4 people hit me up and say, man, you was right here in Atlanta, man. You could have did a meet and greet and all this stuff. And, the whole COVID thing kind of has me weary. I'm not scary in the aspect of like going somewhere. Like there's been times I've went places and I forgot to bring my mask, and I'm not like, oh shit, I'm not gonna get out the car. No, I'm gonna get out and go do whatever, but I'm just cautious about being in, what I'm saying? So yeah, I want to do some collabs. Yeah. Let's see. Hi Keith, just leaving and saw you were live. Just wanted to let you know that I sent you. Oh, okay, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that. Politics, facts. Yep. No, I am not in Atlanta. I am in Brunswick, Georgia. I think I said that earlier. I think you commented on one of my videos and asked where I was at. I think you said I was in Pooler or something. No, I don't live in Pooler. I don't live in Atlanta. I'm not in Atlanta. I'm actually right now in Brunswick, Georgia. This is where I live, Brunswick, Georgia. I actually was on my way to Waycross, Georgia to head to a couple of stores. I was in Atlanta, I think it was like 2 weekends ago. And I believe last weekend I was in Raleigh, I think I was just outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. So I do a little traveling. But no, I live in Brunswick, Georgia. That is where I am, sitting at a gas station right now. I'm about to put gas in my car. And I'm not even sure if this person is a troll or anything, this Nerd Vision, because they keep asking weird questions and I keep answering them, but it's like they're not getting it. So I am in Brunswick, Georgia. Once again, I live in Brunswick, Georgia. I-95 is right here in front of me. If I turn this camera right now, you can see I-95 right there. I'm just off the exit. There's a Crystals right there where I used to work a long time ago. KFC is right there. There's a Popeyes, McDonald's, Burger King, Days Inn. There's a what is it? Georgia. I used to live in Savannah, Georgia. That's what's up. That's where my kids live and my ex-wife. They live in Garden City. What's the most you would pay for a fragrance? It depends on how much money I have at the time. If I have tax money, in which I haven't got an income tax check in 2 years now, if I get my income tax money, I would probably spend about 100 to 150. I paid 150. No, it was I think it was 200 for one fragrance that I own, but that money wasn't my money. It was from one of the girls I was dating at the time. She actually gave me the money and I paid for it with her money, but my personal own money, I think the max I've ever spent for a fragrance was probably about $60 or $70. And I think that was for the Valentino Aqua. And it was the big bottle, the 125 ml, I think. So it really depends on how much money I have. Clayton Wright, what's going down, bro? What do your head shaved and maintenance? I don't do anything, man. I use some T-Edge clippers. If I get lazy and I let the hair grow out a little bit thicker, I use the T-Edge clippers. I'll cut it down and then I'll use just a regular shaving razor. Sometimes I use shaving cream. Sometimes I just use a hot rag and just hold it on my head to open the pores. And then I just shave my head going with the grain. I have a friend of mine who's a barber, and he actually told me several different ways to shave my head, shave my face and stuff like that to not create bumps. Because I used to bump up bad in the back using razors, and now I don't bump up at all. But I don't do anything special. Same thing with my beard. I don't do anything special with my beard, man. I use, some beard oils, whatever I find at like TJ Maxx or, Ross or whatever. I use beard oils. I use conditioners, stuff like that. I think Cremo has a good conditioner, a leave-in 30 minutes. Just keep it combed, and that's about it, man. I promise I ain't trolling you, fam. Yeah, I didn't know, man. I mean, like I said, you commented in one of my videos, and I noticed lately a lot of bots are in the videos, and they be leaving weird shit like at 1 minute and something seconds, live nudes or some stupid shit like that, man. And I don't be understanding sometimes what trolling does. Some people get agitated by it. It doesn't bother me. I learned to overlook them. But it just is what it is, man. I didn't know. I answered the question once before, and then you said something else, so it just felt like you were trolling. Fragrance Journey 01, what's up, good brother? If y'all have not seen anything from this young brother's channel, check out Fragrance Journey 01. If y'all want to know anything about abstract fragrances, this is one of the guys you need to be hollering at. This dude talks about oud. He likes that skanky, animalic, that barnyard stuff. And I'm just really now getting into it because of this young brother. And Sam Broom, I should say that too, because he sent me some skanky stuff too. But Fragrance Journey oh 01 is the guy you need to be hollering at when it comes to that abstract stuff. So check him out. Thanks for the information. Anytime. Growing my beard out now. I'm in the awkward stage though. Yeah, it's weird in the beginning, man. I don't like all that itchiness when that beard is growing in the beginning and you get all that itchy and you want to scratch, man. That's the worst thing you can do is scratch though, because you definitely can, underneath the beard, you can damage your skin, because I've done that before, scratching and it get raw underneath there and it's very irritating. Get you some beard oil that's for itching and something else. Matter of fact, I have some at the house. I'll do another review. The first time I did a review about beard oils and stuff, nobody cared. Nobody really watched it. But I'll do an updated video on some of the stuff that I use. And if you want to check it out, do so. Appreciate that, bro. Man, anytime, bro. You one of the dudes out there that I look up to, especially in FragCom. And you have helped me a lot, especially to grow into oud and stuff like that. And I'll be checking you out. I may not always comment, but I always am listening when I'm at work, my second job anyway. I always got my earpiece in. And if your video pop up, I'm listening. Or if I feel like I want to watch something, because I have a lot of decants of some stuff I haven't even talked about yet. And a lot of it is from you, from listening to you. So definitely shout out to you. What's happening, big man? Thanks for the Toy Boy tip a while back. Have you heard? No, I haven't heard of, of those. And I saw a Moschino Toy Boy, a big bottle of it yesterday in Belks when I was in there looking around, but they want a little bit too much for that. I found Spice Reserve at TJ Maxx. It smells real good, but doesn't last. Yeah, is that who is that from? Is that from Cremo or something different? Because I think I've seen that before. Trust me, it works. Take care, bro. For sure. Good looking on that Bora Bora. Found it for 17 shipped. Man, if you would have hit me up, I could have got it for you for cheaper than that. I see Bora Bora all the time around here. It's always in abundance. And I mean, it wasn't gonna be like $5 or nothing like that. It probably would have ended up being like maybe $12, $13. All right, if y'all want to hold on for a minute, I understand. If you don't want to, I need to get out and pump gas real quick. Okay. Yeah, I just pumped my gas. Ugliest bottles. Um, Ugliest bottles. I have had a few super ugly bottles. What were they? I don't like bottles, for one, with them flip caps. Although CH Men Privé has one that I can tolerate, and now it's raining. A lot of people don't like Club de Nuit Intense Man's bottle, and I can see where they're coming from, especially with them little so-called rhinestone things or whatever. I get that. Who else has an ugly bottle? Kanye West, Whatever It Takes, which is a pretty decent fragrance if you like that grape smelling kind of vanilla vibe. That's not the best bottle. Who else has an ugly bottle? I don't really like, and Pine Rocks did a video on them bottles. I like the fragrances because I have Givenchy Pie Neo, and I had Givenchy Pie, but I actually sold that one. I don't really like those bottles, to be honest. They are abstract, but I don't really care for them. El Padrino in the building. What's good? That's my guy, man. El Padrino. If I'm not mistaken, I was probably one of the reasons why he ended up meeting George Zaharoff, or getting linked up with George Zaharoff. That was an awesome experience, man, when George and El Padrino was at George's store, and they actually video called me. That was one of the coolest FragCon moments that I can look back on. Besides people like what's his name? Damn, I can't think his name right now. Having brain fart. Robes 08. The first time he ever jumped in one of my video comment sections, I didn't know who he was. Somebody actually messaged me and said, "Dude, you're blowing up." He was like, "You got the Godfather," or however they said it, FragCom, one of the first reviewers out there, in your comment section. So I had to do some investigation and see who exactly this dude is, and that's who it was. So let's see. Have you smelled Creation E? No. I may have smelled one or two fragrances. Somebody might have sent me a decant or something, but I don't think I have ever smelled anything from Roja at all. They are expensive also, and I don't see myself anytime soon buying any of those. Maybe some decants or samples or something. But Styles, what's good? Let's see. You gotta check out Christian. Man, I saw that fragrance in Ross Matter of fact, I think it was in the same store that I'm heading to now. And I didn't buy it because I didn't know anything about it. I think it was like $10. Lost connection there for a second. But anyway, apple, cinnamon, black pepper, dark gourmand. Do you have a P.O. box? I'll see you my decant. I don't have a P.O. box. Where I live, everything gets shipped to our front office, and then our housekeepers, they'll come and drop the package off. I don't know if you got Facebook Messenger or anything like that, but you can find me on there. Same name, The Fragrant Life. You can message me through there. If you want to email me, my email address is kcrook697@gmail.com. One more again, kcrook697@gmail.com. I don't really want to give out my anything personal on here as far as that. If you want to message me, yeah, I'll definitely give you the address or whatever, but I'm not going to do it on here. What do you think about old school Santa Fe? Nothing, because I don't even know what that is. Be safe, bro. Check back in. Okay, that's what's up. I am definitely going to do an in-store video today. I'm going to do, it's going to be one video, but I'm going to do 2 different stores. So definitely check that out. What else? Let's see. I got a Polo Blue Gold Blend bottle I don't want. I like that Polo Blue Gold Blend. That shit fire, man. If you want to get rid of it, just hit me up and let me know what you want for it, and we'll chop it up and see. Cause I like that fragrance. I don't know about the other one, the other flanker that came out with it, but the Gold Blend is the one I like. That stuff is legit. Did I get my bottle in? Which bottle is that? Was that Tom Ford that I got from you? Because I tracked it last night and it said it's here, but if it was in the front office, they would have delivered it to me. So it may be at the post office. Yeah, that's it. kcrook697@gmail.com. That's it. What fragrance you want the most right now? I would love to actually have Layton by Parfums de Marly or Killan. I wouldn't mind having Black Phantom by Killian. Mancera, Black Gold, or Instant Crush. It's a lot of stuff that I wouldn't mind having right now, man. Those are just a few that I could think of that I've been actually looking for, and I haven't been able to find at a good deal. Like, I'm not just gonna jump out there and just spend $150, $200, $300 for a fragrance. If I could find somebody that's willing to get rid of something like that for, you know, maybe max 100 or maybe 110, I'd probably do 110. But, you know, I can't go any higher than that, especially with what I got going on right now. So that's something else. Y'all got to stay tuned. I mentioned it a few months ago that I had a special thing going on, and I am definitely going to unveil that next week? I think next week. So stay tuned for that. Around the 2nd or the 3rd of October, you'll find out. I got something in the workings. Those are stopped up. I sleep under a fan. I have the AC on blast and I have my fan on, man. I do not like being hot, bro, but I be balled up underneath them covers like it's freezing out there. But now my nose is stuffy. Let's see, Santa Fe cologne. Check it out, it's nice. Empty Sense, what's good? I am actually on my way to wedding. No, hell no. Man, I've been married once before, and me and my ex-wife get along just fine at times. But I'm not interested in getting married again anytime soon. Not right now. Maybe when I get a little older and whatever. But right now, I'm good, man, on that marriage stuff. But no, that's not it. Hanging in there. I'm good, man. Once again, I'm actually on my way to Waycross, Georgia. I am heading to a Ross. Let me slow down a little bit. A Ross and a TJ Maxx to see if they have anything there. I made a little bit of a score yesterday, and I mean, I didn't find anything like that Creed I found in Carolina, but you know, I found a few fragrances. I don't know if y'all checked out that video or not, but one of the fragrances I did pick up was a cheapie Nautica Blue Sail. That's what I'm wearing today. If y'all are wearing fragrances, let me know what y'all are wearing today, or if you plan to wear anything today. I'm interested. I'm always interested. That's what this is all about, really. Fragrances and life stuff, man. I had a little young fellow tell me at work the other day. He asked me about my beard, and he told me something about he wouldn't mind having my beard. My beard probably way more than his little ass do. But I thought that was super funny, man. All Ross, TJ Maxx, and Burlingtons are dead stock. I have to wait a bit. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Some of the stores that I've been going to, they have been stocked up, but it's just been the same old stuff you was finding before the whole COVID thing. A lot of Nautica stuff, a lot of, you know, inexpensive fragrances. I found a Joe Malone. Yesterday, I found Versace Eros Flame, which I found it at my local store, but I didn't get it. But I found a 30 ml bottle of it yesterday. I picked that up. What'd I say? Joe Malone. I found Joe Malone. I found Versace Eros Flame. I found that Creed Royal Waters. I think it was last weekend. I found a few things in Atlanta, but it wasn't nothing interesting. That's about it, man. Let's see. Gotta go. Stay safe. Definitely gonna check out. That's what's up, man. Scent of the day: Spice Bomb, Night Vision, EDT, Calvin Klein, Escape. Yeah, I had Escape, man. That's a nice fragrance. It really is, and a lot of people don't wear it. They don't talk about it anymore. I talked about it when I first started my fragrance journey. I like it. I'm gonna tell you something weird. Spice Bomb, the original, is one of the most hyped fragrances. It's up there with Sauvage and all that other stuff. So I found a bottle of it. Trey sent me a little mini bottle of it, and I sent that one because I looked at it as a novelty piece, since it was one of them little teeny tiny ones, the pour bottles. I sent that to another reviewer, and I actually found I think it was a 30 or 50 ml bottle of the original Spice Bomb. I didn't like it. I did not see what all the hype was about with that fragrance. I didn't get it. It smelled boring and bland to me. Kind of like what was it? Coach Platinum. This guy does not like Coach Platinum. That thing smells so boring and so bland to me. It's that vanilla is just Another reviewer actually gifted me a bottle of it, and that bottle I actually sold to somebody because they wanted it. And then I found a bigger 100 ml bottle of it, got it back in the collection, and I got rid of that one too. That fragrance to me is just not that great. I don't see what everybody's like hyped over. The original Spice Bomb, I didn't care for it. I kind of regret getting rid of it now because, you know, I would love to just have it back in the collection. But as far as like wearing it, I wore it. I didn't get any compliments when I had it on. It smelled okay to me. It was just whatever. Let's see. If you love someone, love no need. Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. Wearing Aramis Tobacco Reserve. I had that one, man. I love that fragrance. Like I said, once again, I have subs that sometimes can't find things in their cities or their towns, and they reach out to me, and if they want it, it's theirs. So I didn't care because I could find it in abundance here for some strange reason. But which Mont Blanc you like best? Out of the ones I have, because I don't have Explorer, I just have a decant of it. I think I like it's gonna be a toss-up. I like Legend Spirit a lot. You know, they don't like, not a lot of people care of either, but the extreme is vanilla is done so much in fragrances, man, and it's just starting to get so boring to me. It just smells like another fragrance, whatever. Let's see. I don't know what that is. What are your thoughts on Armani Stronger With You? I've smelled it in Ulta. It seems to be okay. I don't own it, so I haven't had it on skin to actually give it any, you know, testament. But from what I smelled, it smelled okay. I'm not one of the ones who's just gonna jump out there and get it because everybody else has it though, but it smells okay. Thoughts on Halloween Man X? I like it. I don't like it as much as I like Halloween Man Shot. Halloween Man Shot is something special to me. I can't say that for everybody else, but to me, that is a very special smelling fragrance to me. I like it a lot. And I do own the original also. And I don't like that as much as I like Man Shot. Let's see. You still work? Yes, I do. I actually was a forklift operator before I got this new job that I have now at a wood yard. And I wasn't doing as much forklift operating as I thought I should have been. I got certified for that reason and that reason alone, but being that they were short-handed, I ended up being a yard runner, which is somebody who chases behind vehicles when they come in the yard and help them load up lumber and stuff like that, man. And that is not what the hell I signed up for. I know it's a part of the job when you have, you know, don't have enough help, but you're not gonna keep me stuck in that position just because I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to grow. I want to be something different. I don't want to be stuck in the same position for the rest of my life, which is why I went out. Well, that plus I had a discrepancy with another coworker, but I just decided that if I wanted to be happy, I needed to be somewhere else. Now, I do still work at that wood yard, but only on Saturdays. That is why I say I have 3 jobs now. I work every Saturday at the wood yard. Let's see. Nicole Miller for Men is on point. I think I had that one before, and I don't think I cared for it. And it might not have been that one, though. It might have just been another Nicole Miller fragrance, but I've had one before. Key Sense, what's up, big dog? Keep going hard. That's what's up. What's going on, man? Thank you for the support and the love. While I got y'all on here, everybody who shows that love and support, that die-hard subs that I have, man, new and old, I appreciate all of y'all, even the reviewers. I appreciate all of y'all, and if it wasn't for y'all, I probably would have been gave up doing reviews, because whether people admit it or not, it matters when people show support and people care. And if people didn't care, you wouldn't continue to do the things that you do. I see a lot of frustration in people when it comes to doing fragrance reviews because they don't grow as fast. They're not getting recognition. And I was one of those people in the beginning that I felt like, you know, I was doing this in vain. And it caught a little bit of traction, and, you know, it is what it is. But I see I see a few reviewers out there who are frustrated. I'm not laughing because, you know, it's a funny thing, but it's some funny things sometimes that you hear people say when they're frustrated. You know, they start to throw shade on other people. And I can honestly sit here and say that I've done that. I've thrown a little shade in the past, you know, because I feel like if this is supposed to be a community, then we're supposed to help each other. I'm not in this to become famous. I'm not in this to be the next Jeremy Fragrance or nothing like that. I don't care about all that extra stuff, man. I just want to do what I love, and I want people to understand where I'm coming from in my journey. That's all I care about. I'm not trying to get rich quick, because you don't really make money doing reviews. Like right now, where I'm at right now, I only make $100 a month. And I don't put out the content that I used to put out when I first, like I was pumping videos out almost every day, sometimes 2 and 3 videos. I don't do that much content anymore. So my monetization money comes in sporadic months. If I'm supposed to get paid this month on the 30th, the amount of videos that I put out, it doesn't generate that much revenue. So I may not get my $100 until the month after, or maybe the month after that. And I don't really care. So I just use that monetization money to buy fragrances that I want to get. I'll either save that money up and buy, you know, what I want, or if I see something in a store somewhere, instead of spending my own hard-earned money that I work for every day, in which doing videos, whether people want to admit it or not, is work. Editing videos is work. I don't do a lot of special editing, but the little bit of editing that we do, it's work. So I feel like us getting paid for it, and I know a lot of people don't agree. I know John Castro is one of the ones who don't agree with, you know, the whole monetization thing, but it's still work in my personal opinion. I'm not trying to throw shade on John. So if somebody wants to run back and tell Dog Man that somebody, or Cheap Sense, or whatever you want to call me, is throwing shade, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying there are people out there who don't like monetization, but I feel like if we're going to be putting this content out and YouTube is willing to pay us for the job that we're doing, the work that we're doing, then why not take that money and use it towards your passion, which is fragrances, and purchase it? It's still the same thing. That's just my personal opinion now. So, but I do salute all of y'all, man, for showing support and love. And don't just stick with the same one person. There are other reviewers out there that you can go. I'm not telling you to go subscribe to their channels, because that's something I do not do. I don't tell people to go subscribe. I tell people to go check out their content. And if that person's content speaks to you and you like it, then definitely subscribe to it. But people like Pine Rocks, Fragrance Journey 01, all these channels out here, go check them out. It ain't gonna hurt you to go over and watch the video. It's funny, I just lost connection again, but it's funny, people say they got tired of listening to my videos or watching my videos because I talk in the same monotone voice. It's weird to see people jump in your comment section and throw shade, or whatever you want to call it. They'll jump in the comment section and tell you should do this, or you should do that, or you shouldn't do this. Put the words on the screen. Shave your beard. Put on a shirt, and all kinds of stuff. They'll tell you all of this. If you don't like my content or anybody else's content, or you don't like the way we do things, then why not start your own channel and do it the way you think is right? And don't worry else does. I've never understood why people jump in the comment section and do shit like that. That is so weird. I'm gonna take Fragrance Journey 01 channel. If I see a video pop up on my feed from him and I'm not interested in the fragrance, or I'm not interested because of the price, or whatever the case may be, I keep losing connection, man. I'm out here in the boondocks. Centralized, I saw you. I saw your comment before it. 2-Step 69 in the building was good. Yes, I agree. Fragcom would be a beast if everybody stuck together, but that's not how it is. You have people with their own personal agendas, people that are out to get what they can get out of companies and people, and you know what I'm saying. People look at me and they say, I've had people say that I'm selfish, that I don't share. You don't know what I do, because I don't broadcast everything that I do. Not everything I do FragCom related has to be on the front screen in the spotlight. Somebody told me that I don't share fragrances and stuff. I do. I've shipped out boxes and boxes of stuff to people, but you don't know that because you don't see that. I don't have to say that in every video, what I do for somebody or what I don't do for somebody. I mean, it's weird that people think like that, man. It really is. And if somebody chooses not to share their fragrances with people, they don't have to. That's their personal choice. If they want to collect and hoard all fragrances, then that's just what they do. And you know, what are you gonna do about it? You gonna go to their house and force them to decant their stuff out and send it to people? Like, come on, man, let's be real about this. That's crazy. I don't comment much like before, so damn busy at times, but I still smashed. Yeah, that's what's up, man. And people don't do a lot of that either. Anything you do when it comes to reviews, it helps the algorithm. Whether somebody gives you a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or leave a comment, all that stuff, it helps the algorithm. It helps. And I don't get mad when I see people thumbs down my videos. At the max, at times, I get at least 3 thumbs downs in almost every video. And I personally think it's just somebody or people who don't care for me personally, because my videos shouldn't offend anybody. I don't say anything offensive. But when you dislike something that somebody loves, that offends people. And I picked up on that a long time ago. If you don't like somebody's favorite fragrance and you say something negative about it, they get butthurt. And that's so weird to me. I don't care if somebody don't like my favorite fragrance. That's their personal opinion. So FragCom is real finicky, man. It's touchy-feely. People are always in their feelings. They get their panties in a wad. They get hurt by every little thing that somebody says or does. And it's just so weird to me. It's so funny to me, man. I sit back and laugh at a lot of that stuff. So let's see. We are one community. I have found a lot of love and support. Let me tell you something funny. Facebook is a weird entity when it comes to social media. I can post my scent of the day on Facebook, and the same, in which I love that diehard sub that I have. The same, I know Trey Sense is one, and it's like 2 or 3 other subs I have from YouTube that always comment on my scent of the day. That Black Panther, it wasn't really a tribute video, but it was something I did when Chadwick Boseman, aka the Black Panther, passed away. And I think it was like the same day I found out, I posted a video of, I think it was called like the fragrances that I think the Black Panther would wear, or something like that. And people who never commented on any of my videos from all these other groups, like it was a bunch of people from Robes 08 group, fragrance group, a lot of people commented and was saying all this negative stuff about this was tasteless, you trying to cash grab on somebody else's tragedy or some crap like that. But none of these people watched the video. They just saw my post and just jumped out the window with no harness, no, parachute, no nothing, and didn't even watch the damn video. So you don't know what the video was about. You just didn't like the fact that I had Chadwick Boseman or the Black Panther on the, and it was my head imposed on the body. It wasn't Chadwick Boseman. I had so many negative comments that particular one day versus the whole entire time I post on Facebook. That was so funny to me that people were that hurt. But so much love came from when I posted that same post on Instagram, which is why I love Instagram. Instagram, now there is negativity everywhere. I'm not going to say that Instagram is negative free, but there is so much love on Instagram. I love it. And I'm happy that Trey Sense has finally jumped on Instagram, because he's going to see the growth from Instagram. Somebody else, who was it? I can't think of his name right now. But I've referred Instagram to a few other people, and I've seen growth in my YouTube channel because people now see me on here posting every day, and I get 40, 30 likes, 50 likes. I get a lot of comments. I get feedback versus Facebook. That's why I'm thinking about just doing away with Facebook, period. The only thing Facebook is really good for, in my personal opinion, is the Facebook groups when you trade fragrances. But for the other stuff, nah, I'm good. Let's see. Why do people smash the like button? What has the like button? I don't know why people say that, man. It's all about personal preference. Yes, I agree. One man's food is another man's poison. Yep. Rich, what up? Fat Base. What are your thoughts on... I have no idea about that fragrance. What is it? Crizia Uomo Cologne? I've never heard or smelled that before. Instagram is a different community, so much better. Facts. Definitely. And I love it. I love Instagram. I love it. Instagram is where it's at. Have you smelled Original Musk? No, I've never heard of it. Y'all throwing names out there that I have never heard of. Like, I don't have the time to sit and look and research a lot of stuff like I used to. I used to go and on these websites and pages and stuff, and like Fragrance X and all that, and look up fragrances and stuff. And I haven't had the opportunity to do that as of lately because I work so much. It's quite nice. It should be cheap enough. If you like musk. Yeah, I like musk. I do. Depending on how it's used. Sometimes musk can be in something and it'll be off-putting. That's what's up. I'm gonna have to look into it. I wish I could write it down right now. Maybe I can be able to pull this back up in the comment section and write some of this stuff down, because I'm driving right now and I don't want to take my eyes off the road. I'm on one of these country ass back roads where there's speed zones like every 5 feet. You'll be going 65, and then all of a sudden it'll drop all the way down to 45, and then you back up to 55, and then you drop down to, like, god dang, man. But I love the scenic routes, I will say that, especially going home to Alabama. I don't take the interstate. Don't crash me. Jesus Christ. What's up? What's good? What's good? I love the scenic route, man. Especially in Alabama, taking the back roads and stuff, man, and you see all the pecan trees or however you want to say it. Seeing how different things look from, you know, when I was younger, and going back and forth to Alabama, going home, seeing how the roads have changed, how small towns have turned into big cities, and like it's amazing, man. What is your top 3 longest lasting scents? I can't tell you top 3, but I can give you some. I will say, obviously, Club De Nuit Intense Man for me. Y'all gonna hear me talk about that fragrance a lot. A lot of people don't like that fragrance because of the opening, but I love it. It doesn't bother me at all. Club De Nuit Intense Man gives me great performance. What else? Actually, Bora Bora, being a freshie like it is, and a sweet fragrance, it actually gives me pretty decent performance. Obviously, something like Dior Homme Intense does. My Valentinos, they give me great performance. What else? I have quite a few. I just, off the top of my head, I can't think of everything. But I have quite a few that actually perform pretty well. Do I have any pecan fragrances? No, I don't. I don't even know if they make fragrances with that in it. I know they got some with like walnut in it, like Black Walnut by Banana Republic. That fragrance, I didn't know, won some awards. I had that fragrance, I sprayed it, and I didn't like it, and I took it back. But I didn't realize that that fragrance actually won awards. So, let's see. Jakari, what's good, man? JP in the building. Always try to be safe on the road, my brother. Whether it's going out of town or in town, always try to be safe. But you can't control what other people do around you. There are some idiots out there that can't drive. Just got in today Versace Eros. I like Versace Eros, the original. A lot of people don't like that fragrance. I love it. I smelled Eros Flame when it first came out in belts, and I was kind of disappointed because with the name Eros Flame, I thought it was going to be something spicy or, you know, maybe a little something different. And it just smells more like a toned down version of the original to me. So, but I do like it. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't like Eros Flame, but I like it. Let's see. It's pretty good. I can't wait to try the Eros EDP. Yeah, I heard about that EDP, man. I heard about it. I heard good things about it so far too. YSL Ultime was a good fragrance. Yeah, it is. My personal issue with it at the time when I first wore it, or when I first sprayed it, was after a few minutes I couldn't smell it anymore. And I don't know if I became anosmic to it or what the deal was, but I couldn't smell it personally. and I was kind of disappointed. But I wore it to work one day to my, I think it was last Saturday, to my woodyard job at Coastal Hardware. And a customer came in, he had his wife with him and one of his sons. And his wife, I guess the wind must have caught it and blew it right her way. And she told me in front of her husband that I smelled good. And I was like, oh shit. That's not the best thing to do in front of your significant other, but you know, whatever. But that's what actually made me like it. I'm like, okay, well, being that I can't smell it, maybe people around me still can. So maybe this is a decent fragrance. And the reaction I got from her was more than enough to solidify it for me. So I'm glad that I did find that in Ulta. And for about what, 50 or 50 something dollars for a 100 ml bottle of it? Oh, come on, man. It's a no-brainer. Wish I would have that one. Let's see. Ron Nelson. I had a nice joyride in West Virginia yesterday. Nice fall colors coming in. Yeah, a co-worker of mine yesterday showed me some pictures from his family's, I guess they got like a ranch or something somewhere, a horse ranch, and they sent him pictures, and like the house sits in the middle of this valley and it's in the mountains, and there are trees like all around, and all the leaves have turned like that autumn brownish whatever color, and it looks so nice, and the house sits right on front. It's like a pond, but it actually looked like a lake. It looks so beautiful, man. I love it. Like the leaves here aren't turning yet. I mean, they are somewhat turning color, but everything here is still kind of green, as y'all can see in the video. Everything is still kind of somewhat green here. Oh Lord, there's an ambulance behind me. Get 8 hours out of the scents you mentioned? Yes, 8+. There are not a lot of fragrances that I get over 5 hours out of. My skin is different. Like, I have dry skin and I don't moisturize a lot, to be honest with you. Going to work, I'm like, why, like icky, stuff like that. But yeah, all of those fragrances I get 8+ out of. Gucci Guilty Absolute. I actually bought Gucci Guilty Absolute from TJ Maxx across the street from where I stay at. This was, I want to say last year sometime maybe. And I bought it, and I'm glad I didn't open it at the time. Something told me, because TJ Maxx don't take back a lot of fragrances when they open. So, not ours anyway. So, something said, go to Ulta, see if they have it, and smell it. And if you like it, then go back. You can keep it. If not, you can return it. So I went to Ulta, I sprayed it, and I hated it. It's like a dry, I don't want to say dusty, but it's like a super dry type fragrance. And I didn't like it. It was very strong. I did back. So months later, which was recently, I went back and I smelled it again, and I liked it. So I don't know, man. I actually want it again in my collection, but I haven't found it in a while since I found it that one time. But if I can find it again in a while, I'll definitely pick it back up. Well, I actually enjoy Gucci Guilty Absolute. It's a good performance. Have you try Yves Saint Laurent La Nuit de L'Homme Intense, or if I have, it was in a decant that somebody sent me, but I don't recall ever smelling those. And the only one I own from those you just mentioned is the original La Nuit de L'Homme, and the performance on that one isn't great at all. I was disappointed the one time I did wear it. It was cold outside. I went to, I think it was like a track meet or something once, and it smells great, perfect for a date, but I got about 4.5 hours out of it, maybe 5. That was about it. Let's see. In front of her husband, I'm dead. Yeah, because you know how some people are, man. Don't act like you ain't never been around somebody, or you don't know somebody who gets jealous, you know, when they with their old lady and something's said, or she comments on another man, how he looks or how he smells or something, and this dude gets jealous or whatever. Like, I didn't want that to happen, but it didn't, as far as I know. So, you know, just funny little thing, man. In your recent collection video, I saw Burberry the Beat. What's good and bad about that one? I actually have not worn it yet. I saw it somewhere and I picked it up because I was on the fence about it. I saw it years and years ago when I was, I guess, in my 20s at Walmart, and it was like around Christmas time, and I was a huge Burberry fan. I found it at Walmart. It was in like a little gift set thing. I bought it and then I returned it because at that time I was one of those people, like, I like money at the time, like, and I didn't want to be broke, and I took it back. Well, I've seen it since then several times over, and I recently saw like I think it's like a 30 ml bottle that I have of it now, and I went ahead and picked it up, man. And now what's good about it, I just like the fact that it's Burberry and it adds to my collection. The scent is probably not going to be for everybody because it's almost like it has like a shaving cream kind of, I don't want to say barbershoppy. It's more like a shaving cream type smell. It's just a weird kind of fragrance from Burberry. Something you don't really expect Burberry to put out, but I like it though. It's nice. What's probably bad about it? Performance. Not a lot of Burberry fragrances that I own last on my skin. I can't speak for other people, but just me in general, they don't really last that long. Burberry Summer is one of those fragrances that I own that do not last long at all, period. So I'm going to email you and get that list. Repeat your email again. It is KCROOK697@gmail.com. KCROOK697@gmail.com. That's my email address. What's so different with the new Aeros EDP? Maybe somebody in here can answer that question. I can't answer it. Most of the times, from EDT to EDP and Parfum, it may be stronger as far as like scent, but then it lacks in performance. Like the original Bleu de Chanel, the EDT, is a beast in performance as far as like how loud it is and aggressive. When you get to the Parfum and the EDP and all that, it's more toned down. It's not loud and screechy. It's more refined. So it may be a little more refined than the original. That's all I can tell you personally. But I haven't smelled the EDP, so I can't vouch for it. Rojas Mustache EDP. I have never smelled the EDT, the EDP, any of those from Rojas Mustache. I see a lot of people talk about that fragrance. A lot of people like it. I haven't smelled it. I do want to get my nose on it though. I heard the Arrows EDP, same smell, but performs like EDT. Let's see. Dua does have nice fragrances. A lot of people hate on Dua because of the price. They don't like the fact that you get a 30 ml bottle for $60-65. Like, that's, to people, some people is ridiculous, and I get it. So let's see, it's like YSL Tuxedo. You would enjoy it. Damn, man, talking to y'all and I got to my destination quick. Usually it feels like forever getting here. So my first destination is gonna be TJ Maxx. What was the purpose of them going around me and the light is right here? People are so weird. They act like they're in such a hurry and ain't going nowhere. All right, so first destination, TJ Maxx. Well, I appreciate that. I do my best with what I have. I don't have as much as most people when it comes to content, because a lot of people, they go out and they spend money buying all this expensive stuff and they make people, you know, wide-eyed because they spent all this money on a fragrance, and that's not usually what this is all about. It's not about how much money you spent on a fragrance to gain content. It should be about the content itself, which is why one of the reasons why I didn't like showing my collection in videos and doing all this special editing and stuff, in which, you know, I do it now because I understand better. But I didn't feel like in the beginning that it should have been about fancy editing and how much you spent on a fragrance. It should just be about the content in the video. Like, I should be able to sit in front of a camera and talk about a fragrance and people be interested in that and not what's going on behind me or around me. I felt like it took away from the actual message, but obviously people like that. So I started doing some editing and people took kind to it. So here I am. What's your favorite Alexandria fragrance? From Alexandria, well, I only own maybe 5 or 6, and I will say I do like what is the name of that one I wore the other day? It kind of smells like Creed Aventus a little bit. I can't remember the name of it, but that's got to be one of my favorites. Now, my favorite from Dua is Casino Royal Nights. I love that fragrance, man. That is one of my favorites. I wore it to the hospital when I was still there, and people all day long were constantly telling me how good I smelled. So what kind of car I drive? I drive a Chevy Malibu 2018. You love cars. All right, so since we are here, I'm about to put my mask on. And I can't wear this one because my beard is so big and it keeps moving. So I usually wear this one. And I know this probably ain't the most protective one, but it does what it do. It makes people feel better around me that at least somebody is thoughtful enough to have on a mask. So we are about to go in, y'all. Stay tuned. The women's version. They say it's pretty good. Better than the men's version. Oh, excuse me. I wasn't paying attention. Looking down.